up, everybody? Welcome to Meowy Hour. I'm your host, Arden Moore, and with me is Santa Paws. Yeah, Pet Safety Cat Casey. We got not one, but two special humans in the house from Pet Life Radio. We have Michelle Fern and Mark Winter. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi.
And of course, the show is not possible without my co-host, that is Kathy Black, with our doggy designee, Destiny. This show is brought to you each and every Wednesday by the Cat Fancier Association. And what's that, Santa Paws? Oh, we can't forget our sponsors because they fill the sleigh with gifts. We're talking In Clover, the maker of dog and cat supplements, and Kitty Raid. It's a great hydration drink that kitties love, right, Casey? Right. We have a lot to get talk about today. This is our holiday episode of Meowy Hour, and I wanted to start a little bit with Old Christmas Tree. How many of you out there don't even have a Christmas tree because you have a CAT, who can climb like a ninja, who thinks that ornaments are shiny toys that are to be swatted and broken? I'm going to ask you, Kathy, you said you don't have a Christmas tree?
No,
For that
I don't.
reason, right?
Yes, I thought about putting one up this year because my cats are a lot more calm, and I haven't done a tree in 25 years or more. So I actually considered it this year, maybe next year, but no, I didn't do one.
How about you, Michelle or Mark? Do you guys have a Christmas tree? I know, or Hanukkah celebration that you're worried that your kitties might.
Well, we do have a menorah, which, has a lot of candles, but our cats are good. They're really not interested. So we're good.
Or they can't get to it. That's the thing.
There you go. There you go. Well, I was doing a little sleuthing, and we don't want the holidays to turn into the Yowla-days. So I'm going to, hang on, Kathy, I'm going to show some photos that shows maybe some ways to celebrate if you have cats and you want a Christmas tree. Check out this first picture.
It looks like Charlie Brown's tree.
That does look like a Charlie Brown tree. There's nothing to really break, right, guys? No choking risks, nothing. Look at the cat at the bottom going, really, I do feel like Charlie Brown, right, Mark?
Exactly.
All right, let's see the next slide, if you will, Kathy.
Okay, I thought that was pretty funny because the whole purpose of a tree is for the cat to enjoy being under something, and that had nothing to be under.
No.
So,
all right, this next one. Now, this one, I think somebody's like, you can have your cat and tree and enjoy the holidays. What's your thoughts, Michelle, when you see this one?
Perfect. They can't get to the tinsel. They can't get to the ornaments. They can't, unless they jump. If they are good jumpers, then you're in trouble. And the chair's there. So.
Oh, we better move the chair, right? Thanks. Good eyes. Mark, your thoughts?
That looks like that you were having a few cocktails before you set that tree up.
Good one. Good one. All right, let's see. Tree number 3, if you have a cat or two in your house.
I think that's just a challenge. That would be a challenge to my cats. I mean, they would look at that as, I can get something off that tree, I promise you. That's not near high enough. Okay, let's look at the next one. This next one is hilarious. Okay, so let me, if I click on the right thing at the right time. Let's see here. Here we go.
All right, some cats, come on, they're not really fans of vacuum cleaners. So check out this one. It's sort of like an intimidator tree, wouldn't you call it? I think cats would say this tree sucks.
This person's won some fancy awards. Look at these cat awards. I wonder what those are for.
I don't know. They must have won them from the Academy.
I'd like to thank the Academy.
All right. How about the final one?
Okay. Let me put my glasses on so I'll make sure I get the right one.
Casey's writing a naughty or nice list right now. He's checking everything out. Right, Casey? What do you think of Casey hanging out here, Michelle?
Oh, I wish Dennis would do that.
Yeah.
Casey is just like so good.
He's a good boy.
I
He's
don't,
probably had too much eggnog right now.
No,
Is
get him
it,
out.
is it the one with the cat underneath the tree? Because I only
Yeah.
have, oh, okay. I thought that was one of your cats. Okay,
Oh, no.
okay. All right, this is cute. This is more what I envision with pictures of cats and Christmas trees.
And this is a cat who's saying, okay, you stuck me in a Santa suit like Arden did to pet safety cat Casey. I guess that makes it harder for me to swat those ornaments off the tree. I can't go in cat ego. All right, that was silly, but I really do want you guys to play it safe with your kitties at the holidays, whether it's Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, New Year's. Please, tinsel and cats don't make a good team. It can cause choking. You have a breakable ornament from the family, put it in a glass case behind a door. Cats don't have thumbs. Really be careful. Don't have lighted candles or potpourri. If the kitty's whiskers get burned or they swat the flame, the first thing you're going to do is stick their paw in their mouth. Now you have two burn sources on the way to a very expensive veterinary bill. So in my house, I want to show you how we're sort of doing low-key celebrations. Go ahead, Kathy. We've got Rusty the performer and Casey. So let's see. The first one, this is Casey saying he's joined the Kitty Trio Choir. What do you guys think?
Love it.
All right. He's looking very tall. And then look at Mr. Rusty with the only tree we have in our house.
It's not a very big tree.
No. And it's out of Pa's reach. We put it away at night.
oh, okay.
So Rusty's like, I'm dreaming of a bigger tree. Lots of catnip toys for me. All right. You know, I can't sing, but we've got people here on our show. We're talking Mark Winter and Michelle Fern. Mark Winter, move over. We're going to get right into it, but Kathy is going to be posting the links on YouTube to not one, but two of his dozens of songs the man has written and composed. One is for the holidays, for Christmas, and one is for football fans. So Kathy's going to be posting them. I really hope you do check it out. I'm so happy that the two of you could make it for our show today. Welcome to Meowy Hour, Mark and Michelle. What do you think?
Oh, it was great.
Wonderful. Great to be here.
All right. So
Perfect.
we're going to first give away some prizes because we have a trivia question from last week. And then we're going to ask a trivia question for this week. And Michelle and Mark, do not say the answer. We don't give away it until next week. Okay. All right. So I do have a couple of holiday jokes. Are you guys ready? You know me.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. What did Santa say to Mrs. Claus when he stepped in a puddle? It must have rained, dear. All right.
Cute.
And in honor of our composer on the show, Mark, what is the favorite type of music among elves? Rap.
Oh,
Presents. You know, that college degree from Purdue. I don't know. It's just shining brightly in me, isn't it? All right. So the question last week was, name the famous Jennifer who just adopted an adorable gray kitten named Hendrix. And we gave you a lot of famous Jennifers, and the correct answer is Jennifer Lopez. What a lucky cat.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So we have prizes from our sponsors, In Clover and Kitty Raid. Kathy, who are the lucky winners?
Okay, so the winner of the In Clover, let me get my In Clover up here, was Julia Tanberk. And Julia had the correct response, and she emailed it to me. Remember, everybody, you are to email me your responses at kathy.black@yahoo.com. You can see my name on the screen, kathy.black@yahoo.com. And so Julia said that she had 3 Turkish Angoras, and she was
Nice.
excited to be getting the in clover treats because she thought her cats would really enjoy these. So Jennifer's going to be, Julia's going to be getting the 4-pack of Spry, Flow, Smile, and Sleek from our sponsor In Clover, but you can also check out their whole range of products that they have. They have a dental health powder, a digestive aid, a hip and joint.
And it's for
those
dogs and cats. Yeah.
Yes, for dogs and cats. So check it out at inclover.com. Put in our special code, Meowy Inclover21 at checkout, and you will save 10%. So congratulations, Julia Tanberg.
Nice going, Julia.
And then the other winner of our kitty raid, one of our new sponsors that we have, was Cheryl Boyer. And Cheryl has won a couple things in the past. And so Cheryl is a multiple offender on the winning side.
Well,
And,
I'd like to be a multiple offender winner. That's a
yeah. So congratulations, Cheryl Boyer. You are going to get the kitty raid, both the hydration and the food topper from our sponsor, Kitty Raid. And so check out all of their products too at kittyraid.com.
They drink.
and they make Doggy Raid, folks, and Yummy Raid. They're really great isotonic drinks, veterinary approved, that will help keep our kitties and dogs hydrated, because we know kitties don't just go to the water bowl and go blah, 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 blah. So,
and they're low in calories too.
Yes.
So they won't make your cat or dog fat.
yeah. And Casey goes, do I look fat in the Santa suit? Wait a minute, Casey, do you look fat in the Santa suit?
No.
I don't know. I don't know where to go.
Hey,
He's
red's
like,
my color.
Casey says, is it permission to get rid of my costume? I think I tolerated it pretty well. I've embarrassed myself. So Casey says, Santa, you got to go. It's time to be Pet Safety Cat Casey. All right, here we go. Did you guys know a couple other things about the holidays? Did you know that in Germany, they hang pickles in their Christmas tree?
Pickles.
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 I mean, I like pickles, but not hung from a tree. Why?
Oh, I know. What the deal? But they say that it was a tradition that the first child that finds the pickle gets an extra gift at Christmas.
Oh,
We
that's
have a cat club that has a show around Christmas time, and they hide the pickle every time in the show hall. I've never heard of it either. It's the
that could have a,
Eastern show.
that could have a different connotation.
Yeah, you said pickle, right? We don't want to
Pickle.
get in a pickle in the show.
Pickle.
Oh.
Yes, pickle. And so they hide this green plastic pickle, not a real pickle, in the show hall, and the first person to find it wins a prize. But evidently it's more of maybe a Northeastern tradition than here in the Midwest, but because I'd never heard of it before. But yeah, they find the pickle.
Well, that's delicious, I guess. All right. So here comes your trivia question that you, my special guest, cannot answer.
Okay.
All right. There was which country in the world, they have this belief, it's just a myth, about a Yule cat, Y-U-L-E. And it is a mythical beast, oh, this is sad, who eats those who do not receive new clothes before Christmas. Everybody get a pair of socks for your best friends and your relatives so the Yule cat does not come and eat them. So which country did this legend occur? Are the countries, your choices are here. A, Canada. B, Great Britain. C, Iceland. Or D, Sweden. Again, the choices are, which country has the Yule cat mythology? A, Canada, B, Great Britain, C, Iceland, or D, Sweden? Go ahead and write your answers now, and be sure to email kathy.black@yahoo.com also with your answers, and we will be picking winners for In Clover and Kitty Raid products. So I'm going to keep a poker face, but I'm just going to ask Kathy, Michelle, and Mr. Mark, who do you think? Which country?
I don't think it's Canada.
Okay,
Um,
all right.
They're all cold countries, so socks would go well with any of them.
Thinking C.
All right, you think it's C, Michelle? Okay. Mark, what do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think C.
Okay, what do you think, Kathy?
what was C?
Iceland.
Iceland.
Iceland? No, I'd go with Sweden.
Okay, Casey, which one do you think?
The one was the Sweden one.
He goes, I don't care.
As long as they don't eat me, I don't care, right?
Socks. So I don't care. All right, so go ahead and type your answers in, and we will announce the winners in next week. You guys, I gotta tell you something. These two people are very, very talented behind a microphone. Let's get with Mark Winter first. He is the executive producer of Pet Life Radio. I want you all to check out Pet Life Radio after the show. It has more than 36 shows that he produces. And one of those shows is my show, Oh Behave, on Pet Life Radio. Mark is my radio husband. So that's all good. And we have been doing the Oh Behave show since 2007, which makes it the longest running pet podcast on the planet. So bravo for you putting up with me for 14 years, Mark.
Yeah, bravo to me.
And with us is Michelle Fern, who is the host of not one, but 2 great shows on Pet Life Radio. One of them I always stumble on, Best Bets for Pets. Did I do it right, Michelle?
Yes, and he named it.
Okay.
It's the only product show. So Best Bets for Pets. Luckily, I get it. I haven't stumbled on it, not in a long time, but I've been doing that for 11 years.
Nice. And she's also taken on a show near and dear to all of us here on Meowy Hour, cat lovers everywhere. It's aptly called Catitude. So you got your paws filled doing 2 shows, Michelle.
Yep. Yeah. Yes, I do. Yes. And Catitude it started where it was more about a lot of research on different types of breeds of cats. And I thought, when Mark came to me to do the show, I thought, I don't want to do that. So it's about anything and everything cat. So all kinds of interesting things about cats. And I have learned a lot.
Well, let's dive in, because in your household, you have a tabby trio. So Michelle, why don't you introduce one of the cats? I know you're in the studio, so no hair allowed in the studio. Kitties, no. So
I tried
You
them.
could try getting him. I don't know.
okay,
I tried to get them.
if you want, yeah.
We tried.
And then Mark, you name the other 2 while she tries to get him. I'm letting her introduce him.
Oh, okay. The other 2 are Molly and Charlotte. Those are our inside cats. And then we have 2 outside cats, Sammy and Jethro.
Sammy and Jethro? Okay.
They live outside the front door because they would love to come in, but I mean, Jethro would love to live inside, but Sammy does not want to live in the house.
Mm-hmm.
They're a couple, so we can't split them up.
Well, that's nice. And guys, he's living proof that real men love cats, right, Mark?
I love my cats.
What is?
We have a dog too who just snuck into the studio.
Uh-oh. All right, who is this?
This is Nikki.
Hi, Nikki. Do you purr, Nikki? How old is Nikki now?
Nikki's like 12.
Wow.
Look, Destiny, it's a dog.
Look
I
at
think
that.
Arden, you met him when he was a puppy.
Yes, I did. See, we're equal opportunists here, Mark. We allow dogs on Meowy Hour. What do you think? Nikki, you're adorable. But Nikki knows, and so does Destiny, that cats are gods, right?
Well, he lives with 3 cats, so he knows.
Yeah, Destiny thinks she's a cat, so
Oh.
she don't think she's a dog. She was
Okay.
raised by cats.
All right.
All right. Well, is Mr. D getting ready to come?
Here.
Okay, Michelle, let's see.
He's
Dennis.
He
Let-
doesn't trust me because guess who gets to do the cleaning, the ears and the nuts and
Ah, yeah. So tell us about Dennis.
coming to to get me again. Here, make your cameo. This is your on-screen cameo there.
He's beautiful.
Hi. He's actually on the Catitude homepage.
Oh, he, you know how to bribe him very well there, Mark.
They love these squeeze up treats.
Yeah. How old is Dennis?
Dennis is also 12.
Wow. What do you think of his fluffiness? We've got an all-breed CFA judge in Kathy Black, Michelle and Mark. So I know this is a mutt cat, but what do you think about him?
He's part Maine Coon.
He has a little big little chubness, I think.
Oh, you know, the camera just adds 2 pounds. I mean, come on.
Does he only have a white chin or does he have white feet?
What?
Oh, he only has white feet.
He
I don't
doesn't
know
have
if
white feet?
No, he only has
Okay.
the white.
Okay.
Yes, one, he had an ear hematoma. This cat has 9 lives. See, he has one ear that's like crunched down.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Clean. He's
Yes.
fallen off a balcony 2 stories.
He's used up a couple lives.
I don't
Well,
know.
what do
You
you
guys
like
need to
best
pay more
about him?
attention to him.
Michelle, what is his personality like, Michelle?
When he was the first cat, I opened the door and he came in. That's how I got Dennis.
He just
And
said, hi, my name's Dennis. I'm living with you now.
Pretty much.
And he's kind of like a dog-like because I started with dogs before cats. So I didn't really know about cats.
Mhm.
He's like so sweet. He's just very sweet. He's not like the other 2.
Be nice, be nice. All right. Well, let's get into it because producing and hosting podcasts. Mark, back in 2007, when you said you were going to create a Pet Life Radio podcast network, did most people think you were growing green beans or peas or something? What did they think when you said podcast?
That wasn't a word yet. So nobody knew that. I had worked for another network kind of like this, but it wasn't about pets.
Mhm.
And so I kind of learned all about this. So I started this with my son, and no, nobody knew what we were doing. I remember sitting at Global Pet Expo at a table
Yeah.
with, other radio people.
They're like, who's this dude?
And
over here?
they didn't know who we were. They didn't look at the name tags. And this guy sitting next to me goes, "Did you see that Pet Life Radio?" Goes, "I don't understand that business model. I don't understand what they're doing." And this was like in 2007. He didn't know that we were sitting right next to him. So it was funny to like listen. So, but it took a good 10 years before everyone caught up.
Yeah. Well, when you're describing it, let's have a little bragging rights. Let's talk about how it is now in 2021. Pet Life Radio is the #1 pet radio network, isn't it, on the planet?
Yeah, it is. We have over 75 podcast shows, and that we've got great hosts like yourself.
Come on, Michelle.
and Michelle, and we've had a ton of celebrities on. 300 celebrities have come on and still going.
Go ahead and dish. Give us some of your favorite.
Betty White is going to be 100. Was on your show.
Yeah,
I heard
on my
she was
birthday.
100 today. I think she
Yeah.
was-
Well, her birthday is in January,
Oh, is it January? Okay.
and so we got Betty White. Go ahead. This is time to rattle off some celebrities that dig pets.
On your show?
No, any show, Michelle's show, my show, it doesn't matter.
Jennifer Aniston, we've had Glenn Close, we've had Vanessa Williams, we've had did I say Rachel Ray, and who else?
We've had, let's see, who else? Steven Weber. We've had, who's the guy with Stephen Jobs,
Steve Wozniak.
Steve Wozniak.
Yeah.
Pets. We had Catherine Schwarzenegger before she became Catherine Pratt,
Yes, she did. That's right.
right? And the whole premise, what made you say, I think I'm going to create a whole Pet Life Radio podcast network? What were you doing before? Were you peeling potatoes? What were you?
I was doing this, but for another company, but not pets. Just, and I mean, in 1985, I worked at a regular radio station in New Jersey.
Okay.
Then when I moved to Florida, I worked for Party 93.1 as a producer, and then I worked for Y100.
Oh, I know Y100. Yeah.
And so I was a producer there. I produced the South Beach Dance Party, which was a dance music show. And then I ended up working for internet radio after that, and it led me to this. And I was just sitting with my son one day. I said, let's do our own network. And he's like, that sounds like a good idea. And we just did it.
That's amazing. Michelle, what's your background? How did you get to become a host of not one, but two shows?
My background's in marketing.
Okay, good.
Not radio, it led to digital. Mm-hmm. Here's the true story of how Best Bets started. One of the first times, I think it was the first time we went to Global Pet Expo, we were supposed to have a lot of people join us, and you know how things happen.
Like my sister.
And so people that were supposed to join didn't join. Oh. And I've been in marketing, I've been in sales for years, could talk to anybody, and Mark's freaking out. Who's going to talk to people? Who's going to interview people?
We had a booth back then, so someone had to be in the booth.
Yeah.
Someone had to do interviews. I mean, we didn't have enough people.
So I said, well, what do you have to do? He goes, interview people, talk to people. I said, okay, I could do that. And I did. I did so many, then I learned they call them sound bites, because little short interviews. I did so many, I lost my voice.
Whoa.
So that's how it all started. And don't think because I know Mark real well that I get off easy. No, I get more. You did this wrong. You did that wrong than anybody else. But I want to just add what I love about Pet Life Radio is that it's a wealth of knowledge. There's so much knowledge there for any pet lover, pet parent. There's just the people that we've had on the shows, as show hosts that we've interviewed, and just from my small section, but there's just so much information for any pet parent. So it's just such a great resource.
Well, I want to give people a general idea. You got to all go to PetLifeRadio.com, and specifically, please check out Catitude and Best Bets for Pets, hosted by Michelle Fern. And just to give you a rundown, her most recent episode on Catitude features the world's only doubly certified veterinarian who's board certified in ER and critical care medicine. That takes a lot of brain cells, and board certified in toxicology, another batch of brain cells. We're talking Dr. Justine Lee. And tell us, it was a timely topic, right?
And Dr. Justine Lee has a show on Pet Life Radio. But I want to tell everybody out there, check out Oh Behave, because Arden does shows like nobody else. She comes up with these, I call them petisms, pause up, pause.
They're called groaners.
So close to that. He's so good. I always tell Mark, I go, he'll tell me, well, Arden did it better. I said, because she's Arden. I can't even come close. But
there's nobody better.
Dr. Justine, we've done, this is our third annual holiday show. This one was a little late this year, but what we try to do is just inform people, because not everybody goes back to the beginning to listen to all the shows. And there's always, just as Arden had mentioned, there's always somebody that doesn't know, that unknowingly puts tinsel out, which is toxic for cats, or, the liquid potpourri or something. And if this helps one cat, hopefully many more, but even one cat survive and helps one pet parent, it's all wonderful. So, Dr. Justine knows so much, and I was thrilled that she would come on the show again and share all her information, because there's just so much important information. I think all the shows have great information. That's why it's such a great resource for pet parents.
And let's just do a few rundowns. You've got Dr. Jeff Werber, who is the host of Ask the Vets. Mark, that's a different setup a little bit on that podcast, right?
His show is our only live call-in show.
Okay.
And it's we call it call-in, but it's either call-in or you can chat live on our website. We have a live chat room, or you can join us on Zoom. It's on Sundays at 9 in the West, 12 in the East.
Doesn't he sound like a radio guy? Now, so we have kind of a new show. Everybody knows her from the NBC Today show. Jill Rappaport has Rappaport to the Rescue. She's gotten some big name guests, hasn't she, Mark?
Yeah, every week she has somebody. Tina Fey. This week she just had Rosanna Scotto from Fox TV, and Christy Brinkley, and Joel Gray, and
Al Roker and Christine
Roker.
Bell.
The designer.
And Isaac Mizrahi.
Wow. And then you also have a kind of I love a long-standing podcast is for people that like to read books. Come on, guys. Animal Rights, WRITES with Tim Link. Tim's been one of your longer hosts, hasn't he?
He's been on a long time, and he does mostly like New York Times best-selling authors. So we've had everybody on that show. Bruce Cameron and I can't think of everybody.
Well, you've had Brown. Who's the one?
Dan Brown.
No, the lady. That's written.
Rita Mae.
Rita Mae Brown. She's been on the show, right?
Favorites.
Yeah, she's one of my favorites. And I also like that it's always shifting because we have different people with different hosting styles. So one of them is called Covered in Pet Hair with Isabel Alvarez Arata, and it's called a Boozy podcast. You had me at Boozy.
But she had me at Boozy. She wanted to do a show. Actually, Tim Link referred her to me. She wanted to do a podcast. And I said, well, we've got pretty much just about everything. I said, well, yours has to be different, so tell me about it. She goes, I want it to be a boozy show. I said, okay, it's sold. You don't have to go anywhere past that. So we did it, and it's great. And it's one of our only shows that actually has a video to it.
Okay. And so how do people tune in? Because the nice thing about podcasts, they're free, but we want to make it easy for people. So for shows like Catitude and Best Bets for Pets, see, look, I did it again. Best Bets for Pets. Good thing I've been in radio since 2007. Mark, how do people tune in? What's some options?
Well, of course, the Pet Life Radio website, and you got Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Odyssey, Audible, Amazon podcasts. I mean, any place you can get podcasts, you can find us. I think we covered them all.
Casey says Catitude is one of my favorites.
As it should be.
Look at him. He goes, I like Catitude. Makes me do soft winks. Casey. So you got a fan, Michelle, and Casey.
Oh.
Thank you, Casey.
He goes, oh no, that's not yawn. Don't yawn.
He's bored.
Really? Don't yawn. He's overexcited. Where do you think you guys cats are going to be in the next 5 years? You guys have interviewed a lot of experts. You've produced a lot of shows. I'm going to start with Michelle first. Is it going to be the next 5 years a good run for cats? And why do you think so or not?
For cats, yes, because I think the pet industry is growing every year. It's growing by leaps and bounds. And yes, it is true that there's more dog owners, dog pet parents, but there's more cats because most people have 2 or more cats.
Right.
So keep each other company.
They're like potato chips.
Right.
Yeah.
And right. And I think there's going to be an increase of cats because they're just easier, they're the myth of, well, I'm hoping the myth of, the cat with the, stay away, like our Molly is a little less so. And there's more of this sweet, gentle cat, that's going about. But I think people are understanding cats more by everything from on Pet Life Radio, all the different cat shows.
What's a kind of a cool new cat product that may have been on your show? Maybe a new catio or a new fountain or something that you're like, I want to come back and be a cat in my next life.
we've had a couple of Cat had a water fountain, and I love those because it just encourages cats to drink, and that's so important. We have 2 outdoor cats because they're kind of little bit feral cats, and they didn't know what the heck it was. They saw something bubbling up, they took it. They thought, what's this new toy? What is this?
They put champagne in our water bowl.
What is this? They took right to it. And also, well, this is a cat thing, squeeze ups, Molly's favorite.
Well, we saw Dennis chugging one down during the show.
These are the newest things. They love these.
Love
all of them.
them.
As soon as I go and open the refrigerator, they're all sitting there looking up at me.
There they are.
And Mark, what do you think? What do you see on the forecast for cats?
Well, I'm hoping that restaurants will let us bring our cats, like when they're dog friendly. I want cat friendly, so we can sit them on the chair next to us.
All right. Have either one of you ever been to like a Cat Fancier Association cat show? Because they do have the purebreds, but they also now have a household cat division.
No, I've never
Nice.
been.
So
No.
is there?
We had someone say you should take Dennis to the cat show. He's very pretty.
Oh,
So,
Dennis,
yeah.
you got a
One of our followers was like,
He's got his.
With his crunchy
He's
ear.
got his.
that's okay. That's okay.
He's
Perfectly
got
acceptable.
personality.
Yeah.
Oh, personality. The other thing people need to know is, weren't you in an 80s rock band, Mark?
Not a rock band, a dance band.
Okay, what was it called?
Illusion, and on Epic Records, and 1988.
And how many songs have you written?
Since I'm 8 years old, I don't know, hundreds, I guess.
So almost every show theme,
Pretty much everyone.
you have written and composed our show's opening theme. What do you think of that, Kathy?
That's impressive.
Yeah. So my Old Behave show, you should hear it. It's a very good theme song. And same with Catitude. How do you, do you have how do you think about create these songs? What are you smoking, man?
It's like anything, it's like second nature to me. It's like I say, okay, what should this, I want, Catitude is, if you listen to the Catitude theme, it's kind of a takeoff on the Pink Panther theme. It sounds, I said, I want to write something like the Pink Panther theme. So it sounds similar, but it's a different melody. So, it's not the same, but
Yeah.
So I just kind of like look at the show and say, well, what can I do that would fit the show? And I don't know, I just sit down at the keyboard and I just come up with it. It's not it just comes to me.
Where's the music gene coming from in your family? From you? How did you get that?
My mother plays the piano and sang. My grandmother played the piano and sang. It goes all the way down the line.
Wow. Do
Everybody
you have any music genes, Michelle? I know you got marketing genes.
Listen, I listened to it. That's it.
Are you the official clapper like I would be?
Yes, clap. Not always to the beat, but I try, No, it's all him. He's got it all.
The studio, I'm sure people are curious about, right, Kathy? Can you tell us a little bit about some of the setup you have, Mark? Because it looks pretty official.
Well, it's fun. When we moved into this house, I said I'm going to build a studio. So I built everything here that you see. I did it myself.
It was bare walls.
Wow.
Actually, I got to interject this. We went to this disco concert recently because Mark likes disco, and he said, "You see that board down there?" Because we were at the balcony, but the front balcony. I looked at the board. I go, "Yeah, that's pretty impressive." He goes, "That's what I have." I go, "You're kidding." Then, of course, I said, "And what did that cost?" Because I'm a marketing finance person. He's more creative. Well, I have some creativity, but it was bare walls, and he just, it's soundproof. It's insane. People can see there's actually a recording booth.
Yeah.
If you look in the back, there's the vocal booth, which when
That's
Michelle
where I
does
record.
when she does her show, she's in there.
Okay. What other things you got in there? What do you got back here?
I've got a bunch of keyboards and sound modules and a mixing board and all kinds of special effects. And what else do I have? And I have a dog in here.
And about
Yeah.
keyboards.
Yeah. When you started the Pet Life Radio Network, things like Zoom didn't exist. you had some challenges, didn't you, on trying to get the shows popped up on the air? Any advice you can say that you learned?
We did Skype back then. It was new. And since day one, I've only had the show hosts have all been on Skype or Zoom. I've never had any host on the phone.
Okay,
But
good.
back in the day, you know, we tried to get guests to be on Skype. Nobody even heard of it. And, you know, so it was mostly guests on the phone, hosts on Skype. And if we were lucky, we could get through a half-hour show without Skype dropping us and having to call back 3 times.
Wow.
But, yeah, but it's only recently that we switched everything to Zoom since COVID came. Everyone, you know, is used to using Zoom, so it's easy now.
Don't you wish you
So-
bought stock in it a couple of years ago?
I do. I never saw it coming.
What makes a good show and what makes a good show host, Mark?
A good show host, it's personality. That is the most important thing. I mean, you have to know what you're talking about, but it has to be personality driven, because otherwise you're going to lose your audience. Everyone's going to fall asleep. So at the beginning, when I started Pet Life Radio, I kind of just like reached out to everybody. I mean, when I found you looked like you were fun. Like I went to your website and you had a picture of you. You were like this. You looked like you were holding a soup can. You were like fun. I said, so she looks like she's fun. I'm going to contact her. But then I just contacted other people, and some of them turned out to be duds. But you know, over the years you learn, and that's the best thing. Is a good show has to be interesting and grab your attention and be entertaining. So you want to get information, but you have to be entertained while you're getting it.
Well, I have a question. Do you have people that come to you and want you to put them on your program slate?
All the time.
So do you get demo tapes, or do you get, I mean, how do they interview for it?
People they usually send me an email, and then I kind of, if they've already started a podcast, now, in the old days, I would kind of look and listen to it and see if it was any good, but I stopped doing that because everything is original now. I'm tired of, I've taken on other people's podcasts, and then we set the whole thing up, we go through all this, and then all of a sudden they change their mind and we put in all this work. And so I don't do that anymore. But a lot of people pitch me ideas, and they have to be good. In the past year, I've only added 3 new shows. I added Covered in Pet Hair and Jill Rappaport's show, Rappaport to the Rescue. And I added 19 Cats and Counting with Rita Reimers and Linda Hall, who I'm sure you know.
Yeah,
and,
they've been on our Meowy Hour show.
And they're fun. So, you know, those are the only 3 I've added, because all 3 of them I love. So they worked out really well.
Well, what about having people just put their paw in the water and be a guest on a podcast, and then
The best way.
how they feel, because it's harder than it looks, right, Michelle?
Yes. And, you know, people don't realize, I've listened to a lot of different types of podcasts. There's so much work that goes into editing. It's incredible how much work. And like Mark was saying before, you know, to get somebody set up, writing the music and putting all because we have pages on Pet Life Radio. So if you're listening someplace and you can't remember, just go to the page, everything's there. So there's so much work that goes into it. So I've told them over the years, you have to be pickier, and it takes you, you know, just the editing process is hundreds and hundreds of dollars, because our shows sound great.
Yeah, they do.
Some out there that you can hardly understand what they're saying.
Well, all I know is Mark has ears like a beagle. Now, in the cat world, Miss Kathy, what cat would you say is known for hearing prowess, would you say?
Oh, all of our cats have excellent hearing. So now the Abyssinian, they say they're deeply cupped as though listening, you know,
Oh.
So maybe the Abyssinian would
So
be,
Mark has ears like an Abby.
yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, because I've been doing this since 2007, and he still reminds me, get closer to the microphone, Arden.
Because that's the most important thing. It's audio. You have to sound your best.
Right, and I don't think I pop my P's anymore.
No, you're good. You're good now.
Hey, folks, it's only taken 14 years. I gotta say that I love being a podcast host sister with Michelle, and I like having my pseudo husband, radio husband only. Michelle. I like Julie. Julie and I have been together for 4.5 years, but I think
Together
we
longer.
kind of have a spousal relationship, wouldn't you say, Mark?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're very comfortable with each other. We've been together like 14 years already.
Yeah, we're like a couple of old shoes. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
But everybody out there, if you have someone you think would make a great guest on Catitude, Best Bets for Pets, or my humbly show, Oh Behave, go ahead and jot that down too. Kathy will post it. But is there any other questions people might have about the show, Kathy?
I don't think so.
Okay, so we're gonna have you guys park in place, because for the rest of the show, we want you to hang out. What we do is Kathy does a breed profile. She's gonna do the Havana Brown, because my cocktail is aptly called the Havana Brown hot chocolate. Got a little spice in it. And so just stick around, but I wanna first thank you both for coming and being available on the show during the holidays. So thank you both. And Dennis and Nikki and all the others in your household.
Anytime. You can have us back anytime.
All right, so I'm gonna go off cue because I'm gonna turn into my licensed bartender role so I can get things ready. Take it away, Kathy Black, all breed cat judge for the CFA.
Okay, we're going to talk about a breed called the Havana Brown. And this is an interesting little breed of cat. It only comes in one color, this lovely warm shade of brown, and it has green eyes. We have some cats that have copper eyes, but this breed has green eyes. It's a medium-sized cat. It's firm and muscular, and it's very graceful. And the most distinctive part of the breed is the head shape and its color. So the head shape talks about a muzzle being like a corn cob stuck on a rounder head. I describe it as being like a light bulb. When you look at this cat, if it looks down, this head is shaped just like a light bulb. That's how prominent and distinctive that muzzle is. It has large tilted forward ears, these striking green eyes, and it's a warm, rich brown, a medium coat length, close lying, lustrous, and smooth. And it's been described as being like a mink coat. So what's interesting about this breed is everything is brown on this breed. The whiskers, the paw pads, everything is brown. And they have those lovely green eyes. They will often have a little bare spot on their chin, which is normal. You can really see that distinctive head structure on this picture on the cat on the left. Here's another side profile. Very interesting about this breed, it was about to go extinct, which I always say that all of our pedigree breeds are on the verge of going extinct. If it wasn't for breeders that was keeping these bloodlines going, these cats would just cease to exist. But this gene pool got down so small with so few breeders working with it that they were worried about inbreeding too much. You know, you have to do some inbreeding on cats to keep the same genetics that produces the breed, but you don't want to make it so close that you miniaturize the cats or you start having too many health issues. So they came to the board of directors of CFA and said, we've got to have an available outcross. So they started outcrossing to the Oriental Shorthair, and the Oriental Shorthair is like a Siamese. It has a very straight profile, but it gave them a whole nother set of genetics because they have a similar body structure, obviously a different muzzle and different head structure. But so then they had to work back to getting back into the same standard as the Havana Brown, but it gave them that influx of a different set of genetics. And so this breed is starting to make a little bit of a comeback. I actually saw some a couple of weeks ago at a show. Used to never see this breed. So it's a fun little cat. It's a very interesting breed. I think those are all the pictures I have. This is the one that has the little missing hair like you see right here on the chin. But it's a very distinctive breed. Of course, if you want to read more about the Havana Brown, you can always check them out on our CFA website. Go to cfa.org, and on the very first drop down, it has a list of all the breeds. You can read the breed profile, you can look at pictures, you can learn more about and find a breeder. So that's our little story about the Havana Brown breed.
What'd you guys think? Did you learn something new? You ready to get a Havana Brown?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I know Michelle wants a Sphinx cat.
Oh,
Okay,
those
yeah.
are cool. Yeah, we've that's a pretty popular breed at CFA shows, isn't it? Right, Kathy?
At times we see Sphinx. People think that the Sphinx don't require any grooming, but actually they require quite a bit of grooming because cats are naturally oily. And when you don't have any hair to distribute that oil, it sits on the skin. So you have to bathe and clean a Sphinx so that you keep that oil so it's not transferring to your furniture or it's not getting in the creases. And so they do require some grooming. Of course, they're not going to shed all over the place. So it's a little different story on grooming. You're not going to have cat hair all over me like that one podcast covered in cat fur.
Yeah.
But they kind of feel like a white hot water bottle. But the Havana Brown is a very interesting breed too. All our breeds are very unique and they all have their own look and their own personality. And it's like the dog world. There's something for everybody, including the random bred cats too, or the rescue cats that adopt you. So
they're called
we
mutt
recognize all of them. Yeah.
Casey goes, I'm an official feline cocktail. I don't know who my mother or my father was, but it doesn't matter.
And speaking of the random bred cats, we have a program called CCW, which stands for Companion Cat World. And when you upload a picture and do your registration, it's a one-time fee of $13. You get a card with your cat's picture and your name and the cat's name, and you can get luggage tags or key rings for your key ring. And you can check that out at cfa.org/CCW. 10% of your registration fee goes to a local shelter. So, and your cat goes up in our gallery of cats too. So your cat
Casey
can be
and
a
Rusty
star.
are proud card-carrying members of the Companion Cat World, and $13, I think it's a bargain. What is that, Casey? Oh, Casey says maybe for the holidays we can get some cards, CCW cards for Michelle and Mark for your 3 cats. So Casey just spent $39 of my money.
Wow.
Way to go. Is it 39? Did I do it right? 13 times 3?
That's it.
You'll have to get pictures from them, but yeah, you
Okay.
can do that.
So our holiday gift to you both for being guests on our show is Casey and Rusty are buying the cards for your Dennis and Molly and
Charlotte.
Charlotte. So what do you think of their gift for you guys?
Oh, I love that.
Wonderful. Thank you.
I'm glad you didn't need a new car because that ain't happening.
We did need a new
Actually,
car.
I do. Somebody totaled mine earlier.
You're looking at the wrong. This is not Oprah.
No, forget it. Not you.
Okay. Hey, we're wrapping up our show, so we definitely want to play it safe and then have a holiday drink with everybody. So as you know, I am a master pet first aid and CPR instructor, and this guy is one that helps me teach the classes for dog and cats and cat only. Kathy's going to pop up the image of Rusty and Casey, my helpers for the cat first aid program. It's through Zoom, and we have a dog and a cat class coming up January 8th. And for you that would like to take a cat only class, we have one set up for January 16th. Details are at Pet First Aid for You. This is a veterinary approved course. You have my bad jokes, but the latest information in pet safety and a real pair of cats. Come on. What do you think of that, Michelle and Mark? This guy, I work his tail off.
I know, but he still has one.
Yeah, he looks pretty stressed out now, doesn't he?
He was yawning before. I don't think
I know, he gives me kisses. He's a mama's boy. Hey guys, for the holidays, I have concocted the Havana Brown hot chocolate. Now, it's a pretty easy drink, and for the holidays, fittingly, check out my coffee mug. And let's give a salute, pause, and applause to Teresa Kiger. She makes each and every one of the graphics for the kitty cocktails that we present on Meowy Hour. Pause up. Thank you, Teresa. And for all you folks, starting in January, one show a month, we're doing a non-alcoholic kitty cocktail. The other 3 times, boozing it up, okay? So for this one, I got my favorite holiday mug. I want to get a close up of that. We got a little snowman. I've already got hot chocolate in it because I didn't want to burn myself. You want to add 1 ounce of milk. So I've got my little shot glass here. So we got, oh, Casey likes the milk. He's like, oh, please spill. And we're going to jazz it up by doing 1.5 ounces of peppermint schnapps. And that's a 6 count if you're using a posi pour. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you old enough?
Casey's like, where'd that milk go?
You want to put a little dash of vanilla extract in it.
Mm.
Woo, that was a lot.
And watch Casey and probably Rusty hold the fort.
Oh yeah, baby.
And, oh, don't you dare. So close. And here comes the dash of cinnamon. Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. So before they spill my drink, let us all raise a glass, whether it's the Havana Brown hot chocolate tempting these boys, or a glass of water, or whatever you're drinking. Let us raise a glass now.
This is
And
Moscato.
Moscato. And let us toast to all cats.
Holidays and be safe.
Yes, all cats that make our lives better. Cheers, kitties.
Cheers.
Mm.
Give those kitties some whipped cream.
I will. Here, go ahead. There goes my drink.
You can't let them get past the top, though.
That's
No,
right.
no,
They
no.
don't need the alcohol.
No alcohol. I am a pet safety person.
You'll be demonstrating toxicology.
Yeah, we're going to have Justine Lee, Dr. Justine Lee on speed dial. Hey, guys, I really hope that you have a wonderful holiday season, whether it's Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever. I want you to please be safe and be grateful that you have cats in your life that make us better humans. Let me thank again the Cat Fancier Association for coming up with Meowy Hour, Desiree Bobby idea. I also want to thank our sponsors, In Clover, the maker of dog and cat supplements. They're a great, great company. Check out inclover.com. Do Meowy in Clover 10
21.
at checkout. 21, Meowy in Clover 21, and get 10% off at checkout. Check out the new product, Kitty Raid. They also make Doggy Raid and Yummy Raid. Really good to keep these kitties. Look, he's hydrated. Look, he goes, what are you doing? All right, he's hydrated. His skin snaps right back. All right, I'd do anything to this dude. He loves me. I also want to thank my co-host, Kathy Black, and doggy designee, Destiny. Really appreciate you navigating the show with me, Kathy.
We love you too.
I think Destiny's bummy didn't get any whipped cream. And of course, thank you doubly, our special guest, Michelle Fern, the host of Catitude and Best Bets for Pets on Pet Life Radio, and the genius behind the whole Pet Life Radio network, Mark Winter. I thank you both so much for being on the show. Did you have fun?
Yeah,
Oh, yes. Thank you for inviting us.
Yeah, if you give us whipped cream, we'll come back anytime.
All right, here we go. Hey, next week, just so y'all know, our special guest is going to be Cameron from that new dating app, Tabby, that won a deal on Shark Tank. So if you're looking for love and you got a kitty, get out of there. If you have a kitty or two and you want to find a mate that also knows that cats are cool, tune in next week to Meowy Hour and learn about the Tabby app. So until next time, same cat channel, same cat time. We will see you on Meowy Hour. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, wait a minute. Here's my send off. Ready?
Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays.